It's estimated that more than 40,000 visitors attended the Motor City Comic-Con over a 3-day period in May. Now in its 26th year, the event has evolved from its humble origins in Dearborn into a pop culture phenomenon that offers something for everyone. Many of the attendees dressed up in elaborate costumes, and some of the characters look like they stepped right out of a movie screen.
You now have 10 seconds to comply.
In addition to vendors selling comic books, toys, and t-shirts, there were dozens of artists and comic book creators, including Neil Adams, whose work with DC helped define characters such as Batman, Superman, and Green Arrow. Probably the biggest draw of the Comic-Con is the ever-growing number of celebrities from film and television. There were several actors from the cast of the popular AMC series The Walking Dead, including Troy native Stephen Yeun, who plays Glenn Rhee on the show. Other actors that merited long lines of fans were Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, Ralph Macchio, who was the original Karate Kid, and John Schneider, also known as Bo Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard. We had the chance to speak to several celebrities who told us what it's like to meet their fans up close and personal.
It's nice. It's like if you do a play, you get an immediate audience response. And I consider this kind of like a delayed audience response. Mm-hmm. It's after the show's over, or after, you're not doing it immediately, but you do get a reaction from the fans, so that's cool. That's good.
Not a lot of actors get an opportunity to be part of something that's so phenomenal like this TV show is. What has it meant to you to have become part of The Walking Dead?
I love it. I mean, it's fun. I think I've had a blessed career. My first film was In the Heat of the Night with Sidney Poitier and Rod Steiger. It won 4 Academy Awards, and I followed that up with working with a lot of other very talented, creative people. So I've had a blessed career. So, and for The Walking Dead to come along at this point in my life, it's just, it's like icing on the cake.
When you're an actor, you do a piece of work and then it goes out and people see it. But except for the reviews, you don't really know how it impacts the fans and people's lives. So one of the nice things about doing these shows is that, fans are pretty vocal, and they'll tell you what they like and what they didn't like and what they responded to and what they didn't respond to. And it's very gratifying most of the time, because you find out things that you never knew, like, oh, Gremlins is like a part of my childhood, or I watched that movie every Christmas, or I've seen that movie 50 or 60 times. And it's something that as an actor you don't know and you don't experience unless you meet the people and they tell you.
What's your favorite part of doing these Comic-Cons?
Meeting the people, meeting the fans. It's one of the reasons I wrote the book. I mean, now there's a 45-year-old man with his children that I was his first crush. And you see what's transpired. Ginger would have been high maintenance or something. Mary Ann would have been your best friend. And I think it's the feedback. It's the fans talking to me that made me write the book. There's a real sincerity and there's a real love.
Well, it's great to connect with the fans. I mean, until this happened, until they started the Comic-Cons, it was such a separation, you didn't really know. The first Comic-Con I went to was, I think, Chiller, in New Jersey, like 5 years ago, and I was just blown away by the people and how much the movie meant to them, especially Karate Kid, I mean, I've done a lot of work, but that film really touched a lot of people, so I love seeing 5-year-old kids in karate gis to grandparents coming out, so it's special to see that, because you don't really know, if you're doing a play, you get the immediate audience applause, you kind of see, when you're in a movie, you don't know who it's affecting. So these are a great places to do that, kind of say hi to people. And I've heard so many stories about, how the movies impacted their lives, and they got them into karate or gave them, inspired them in some way. And, even though I play the bad guy in it, I'm a part of that, and it's cool,
It's like being at a big party that you're a host of, one of many hosts. But you don't have the responsibility of getting everyone together. You just get flown in, you drive up, and everyone's happy to see you. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? And like I just saw Billy Zabka, who I've not seen since we wrapped Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. That's been 30 years. Wow. And so like these moments are so great when you wouldn't, it's like a reunion too, for the actors to see other actors.
In Novi, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.